going to discuss about a very important chapter of English grammar, voice change. Now, before going to the basic conversions from active to passive voice, I must say about some basic changes which occur during the conversions. Those are I become we, you remain you, we, us, they, them, he, him, she, her, it remains it, and in case of any name, it remains the same name. So, now I am taking one example for the conversions from active to passive voice. So, here I am taking one example, and likewise the different tenses in which the different changes occur during the conversions. Now, he writes a letter which is in simple present tense. And what happens? In passive voice, it becomes a letter is written by him. Now, why? Why this occurs? Now, here he writes a letter. He is the subject, which is a pronoun, obviously. He is the subject and letter is the object here. And here, and writes, obviously, it isn't is the helping verb. It is the main verb or the doing verb, and it is in simple present tense. Now, what happens in passive voice? A letter is written by him. Letter is the letter where in active voice it was the object, it becomes a subject. That is, the position changes. The position of the object and the subject changes in active and passive voice. A letter is written by him, where the main verb or the doing verb is splitted into two, where is the auxiliary verb and obviously written is the main verb. A letter is written by him, and by is the preposition comes in. Now, similarly, if I write this in simple past tense, what happens? He wrote a letter. A letter was written by him. Okay. Then, he is writing a letter. This is in present continuous tense. He is writing a letter. What will happen in passive voice? A letter was being written by him. A letter was being written by him. Where is the auxiliary verb, and I am taking here be plus ing. In any continuous tenses, that is present, past or future tenses, continuous tenses, being comes in between the auxiliary and the main verb. In passive voice, a letter is being written by him. Similarly, in case of present past continuous tense, what happens? He was writing a letter. A letter was being written by him. Now, he has written a letter. This is in present perfect tense. Okay. So, what happens in passive voice? A letter, similarly, in every cases, the interchange between subject and object similarly occurs, and similarly, what happens? A letter has been written by him. Be plus en in every perfect, present perfect or past perfect or future perfect tense. Be plus en, that is been, comes in between the auxiliary and the main verb in case of passive voice. A letter has been written by him. Similarly, he had written a letter, or he had done the work. The work had been done by him. A letter had been written by him. He will write a letter. This is in simple future tense. Okay. Then what will happen in passive voice? It will become a letter will be written by him. Be comes in between the auxiliary and the main verb in case of passive voice in future tense. So, what will happen in future continuous? He will be writing a letter. A letter will be being written by him. A letter will be being written by him. Now, I am taking one example of modal auxiliary. So, modal auxiliaries are also very important things. So, we should know he should tell the story, or he should do the work. What will happen? The work should be done by him. The story should be told by him. Okay. He could do the work. The work could be done by him. So, these are cases in modal auxiliary. Now, in cases of imperative sentences, what will happen? Write a letter, or do the work, what will happen there? Let comes in cases of passive voice, then in case of imperative sentences, and what will happen? Let a letter be written, or let the work be done, or say the matter. Let the matter be said. So likewise these things happen. Now in questions, what will happen? Let's take one example. Do you know the matter? Do you know the matter? Obviously this is in simple present tense. Now what will happen in passive voice? Is the matter known by you? Is the matter known by you? Then again if I say did in past tense, what will happen? Did you know the matter? Was the matter known by you? Did you do the work? Was the work done by you? So likewise these changes occur repetitively in every different sentences in every different cases, from changes from active to passive voice. And obviously if I change from passive to active voice, similar changes occur, similar vice versa changes occurs in cases of the changing active from active to passive voice or passive to active voice. Thank you.